Two, here we go. And we're on the screen, I hope.
Are we? Congratulations on beating VIII.
Thank you!
Yeah!
I'm finally catching up, you guys.
In a stream earlier today that I missed because I was driving, Sirmina became the champion.
Finally.
For the fifth time.
Fourth time.
Fourth time. 4.5 time.
We have to go back and see Ruby.
One day.
Oh, but now we see Zuka.
Yes. Always.
I love that he made an appearance in the middle of the stream. And you were just like, nope, no time for cats.
There's never any time for cats.
Zuka was like, do you need a purloin? A dark type cat?
Did he actually show up as I was facing the purloin?
I don't know. That would be amazing.
Leopard, sorry. But there was a leopard that I was facing, and I think he might have showed up.
Cat remove.
Cat removal.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really mad I missed it, but I was driving.
That's okay.
Victory Road took a long time.
I think it took me an hour and a half.
So, wait, did you have level 60s? Did you have a level 60? Is that what I saw?
At the end.
Oh my god.
You started at 56?
Mm-hmm. I started the evening or the afternoon at 56.
That's dedication. Because I remember leveling up, like, Beartick on VR. I just gave up because I was like, this is going to take forever.
It was pretty organic, I gotta say. It wasn't like there was a ton of grinding.
Yeah.
Because by the time that I finished plot on Friday evening, I got to like level 54, 55 with everybody, and then I ran through the route off stream between where I had ended on Friday and the beginning of Victory Road. I got to 56 pretty easily, and then all of Victory Road, like everything I did got me to 59, and then I just used a rare candy on everybody to get to 60 and just round them all out. That was about it.
Cool.
And then the E4 and Champion, just like 61, 62. There's a little bit of an echo, by the way.
That's probably coming from me. I don't know what's going on. So, apparently across the street there's like some air thing going on that I haven't noticed before. I'm imagining it's like a summer month thing. Like air conditioning for some buildings, so that has meant the background noise has been higher, so I think my sound setup is now a little weird and I'm going to need to adjust that a bit, but trying to figure that out.
That's okay.
We'll see if anything helps.
It was nice to see that the E4 was the same.
It was weird. I was thrown off by it. I was like, they
from Black.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
Is that the same from like Black White to Black 2 White 2? Oh, they don't change? Huh.
I don't think the teams really changed up that much either.
And does the... I'm going to have to watch the stream, but does the champion change? Like,
yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Well, of course it does.
Oh, because it's not Adler anymore.
Alder? Adler.
Alder.
It also wasn't Alder in Black and White.
Well, right, but is Alder... Who does... I just gotta watch it. I'm so out of Black 2 White 2 plot.
What plot? You've met
what plot, he says.
There's not a lot. It's pretty slow to start and then continue on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I stumbled into Rival at the edge of Nimbasa, being like, Team Plasma, how dare you? Fred, you got my back? And I was like, nope.
Nope.
This is like the most major plot that there's been so far.
Sirmina, if you thought there was no plot in Black 2 White 2, wait until you get to... Wait until XY.
They did it more discreetly and gradually than they did in Gen 2. I mentioned this at the very end this afternoon, that it felt kind of like the same way as Gen 2, except they did a better job of it. Because in Gen 2, when they had the resurgence of the rockets, it was just like a bunch of crybabies being like, oh my god, Giovanni, where are you? We just want you back. And they're doing a bunch of shit to get his attention and blah blah blah. But Black 2 and White 2 is totally different. It's not that whole like crybaby, like we're trying to bring it back. It's like, no, we've been here this whole time and like we're actually gonna like come fuck shit up. So you get like rumblings and bits and pieces, and like the stream I did on Friday when I finished plot was it threw me off. Like I had not seen something like that.
So that's kind of interesting because I almost feel like the end of Black White, which Cam and I have now like played all the way through, like where the castle comes up and da da da. That almost feels to me like that would be a better fit for like, oh, we're coming back, da da da.
They make it make sense.
They make it make sense. Okay.
They make it make sense.
So I'll have to watch more of the Black 2 White 2 streams and get a sense for the plot in the new plot.
Well, and you haven't missed much in mine.
Got it.
So it's catching up really on Sirmina stuff.
Yeah, I gotta catch up a little on streams.
I did not see your Friday night stream in entirety because I didn't want the ending of the plot to be ruined.
That's good.
So I have no idea except for you mentioned Getsus today. So.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
What's the gap?
I had to flush him out.
Is it like
2 years.
2 years? Which is not that long. Okay.
Gen 2 is 3 years. And you saw how little those guys made traction on their comeback plans.
I like how Giovanni the president, 3 years into a 4-year election cycle, they're like, get Giovanni back.
I'll try.
Alright. Well, I'll have to catch up on that. But it sounds like the ending went very well. Hats off.
Thank you. Alright. Because you guys have already finished Black and White, and now I finished White 2, and Cam, you're gonna see this again in Black 2's ending. I was so thrown off by the fact that like all of the elites had the same level Pokemon instead of a succession.
Oh, that's right. Because Cam, you made a mention of this too when you beat Black, that you can face the Elite Four in any order. So it's sort of like that Gen 2 gym phenomenon.
Yeah. They rehashed it, except with the elites.
Yeah. I didn't mind that. I thought that was kind of authentic to the experience. Like, in some ways, I feel like that's what it should be. Like, kind of weird to me to have, like, an actual order of, like, here are the Elite Four, but, like, this is the best one, so you're gonna face them last. Kind of appreciated the idea of, like, you know, here's the E4, you can pick your strategy or whatever. Because I guess you could take on, like, if you had a team that was going to do poorly against, say, fighting types, you could challenge that one first, right? And hope you beat it. And if you do beat it, then you can just go on to all the rest, and you should have kind of a downhill slide. But if you don't, then you can just, like, reset and do it again without having to do, like, all four. On the flip side, I could see, like, going into one of the easier ones first and leveling up, and then taking on the fighting one, like, when you were ready. I don't know who would have trouble with the fighting gym, since you can literally just put in a bird.
People who don't have flying moves.
All the fighting types can do rock moves, though. They all have rock slide and rock tomb and all that jazz. So
I got...
snake moves.
Who did I get wrecked by? In...
Sock.
What?
Sock.
Well, yes.
the Pokemon sock, yeah.
But, in Pokemon Y, what am I playing? Pokemon X. It was like some fighting trainer that I was like, well, that's easy. I put in, the Fletchender. And it was just like rock move. And I was like, okay, well now that bird is dead. So who's next?
Just going back to like the Elite Four all being at the same level, and like doing them in whatever order, it just reminded me of like Gen 1, like throwing the Ice type Elite Four first.
Oof.
It's like, oh, if you can make it past that, then yeah, it's a little bit easier. But like, even the champion didn't really have levels above the E4, and like, you mentioned this also, like, Marshall had 4 Pokemon.
Is that true?
It's 4.
Yeah, all 4 of the elites had only 4.
Oh.
The champion had 6.
All only had 4?
I think all 4 of them had only 4.
That might be true, actually, now that I think about it.
After the fighting one. Because it's just so fast.
It was very quick. But also, like, the other thing that also kind of annoyed me was that they were rehashing some very standard typings for the Elite Four.
Well,
we have fighting often.
Fighting.
We've had Psychic plenty. We've had Ghost a couple times. We've had Dark a couple times now.
have we had Ghost in the E4? Oh, we did in Gen...
In Agatha.
3?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay.
But she was kind of like, in Gen 1, it was more like a poison ghost, because the only ghost types that existed in Gen 1 was really Gengar,
Yeah.
Gassy line.
Yeah.
It's still ghost, technically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I thought Ghost was moderately interesting to have in the mix there. I always think Ghost is pretty interesting because it blocks out some options. But yeah, other than like, I mean, if you're not incredibly reliant on your normal type or your fighting type, then you can get around it, right?
Yeah. They don't have too many resistances, so...
Yeah, I mean, those are the... Looks like poison and bug they resist. And, like... That... I feel like you just wouldn't be... You would probably be hard-pressed to pick one of those randomly anyway, so... I don't know, I feel like bugs are pretty rare. You don't usually find yourself using a bug type when you're in, like, the E4.
You guys did, though?
I know. Well,
Yeah.
Durant is a specialty.
Yes, Durant and Gavantula, like, they were fancy.
But I also
The
caught
bugs
wind
were
of those are also dual types, which is like part of why I picked Durant, because those steel moves. And I feel like Gavantula also, like being an electric type, offers a huge advantage. That
Cool.
yeah.
It just was so awful going up against Archeops because it's so intense.
Yeah.
Even though Thunder had a 91% chance of landing, it doesn't matter. I do have a bug type though going forward in Black 2.
Yeah, I want to hear about this because you were telling me beforehand that your team size doubled.
Yeah, so after the stream yesterday with Ignite and Magneton beating Alessa, I was like, oh, I should go back and like finish up the stuff in the desert. I should go check out Lost Learn Forest, get like side stuff done. Picked up a Venipede, already evolved into Scolipede, and picked up Trapinch. So
Excellent. Digging
Yeah.
out that the Gen 3 Trapinch.
the one that I missed.
Oh,
Totally messed up for the Nuzlocke.
that means you finally get to roll out a Flygon.
Yep, and I named it. There were 2 names that I was between. One was Flynn, just as a reference to. It's a flying type.
That's okay.
So one was naming it that, but then I decided that I would just name it Raihan. Because that's the only Pokemon I remember Raihan. It's
Yes.
the only thing I remember he has in Shield.
Shield.
I couldn't think of a
That's
better
good.
name.
That's good. I like that.
And then there were 2 names for Scolipede, and one of them only came to me today, so it was too late. So his name is Omokade,
I feel
which
like
is like
okay.
it's Japanese mythology for like a man-eating centipede, but it's part of like what are they called? Like yaokai.
A man-eating centipede.
That's pretty terrifying.
Omokade is part of Japanese mythology, the yokai.
Yokai. Which are like giant beasts or something?
Ghosts, phantoms, strange apparitions, supernatural monsters are also referred to as other names, but one of them will be familiar, Mononoke.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
So I thought that was really cool.
Oh.
And then today, the second name that came to me was Ko, the face stealer.
Ooh,
my
that's
God.
also good.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah. And I'm annoyed with myself for not having remembered that at the time.
It's okay.
But
We have
Omokade.
the name raider at some
That's
point
true.
later.
Can always change.
I could. But I learned something new about Japanese mythology.
Yeah.
I think the name raider's in Castelia. We've already passed through.
Oh, yeah. He is there. He's in one of the side buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Darn, I'm not going to open up Citra right now to check. I had a pretty good nickname on my last stream, but I can't remember what it was. I remember saying out loud, like, "Oh, if you recognize this reference, good job." But I don't. Shoot, I don't even know what I caught. It's not going to come back to me, so that's okay.
Going to the channel, checking out your stream.
Yeah, just watch my entire stream.
No, I'm just gonna try and jump to the end
Think it's
where you
ne-
might have your names open.
It's not in my party anymore. I had to send it to a box. I didn't have room for it.
Dang.
I was catching it for later, in case I need it.
You have
Do you remember when it was?
No.
Hop, Cilantro, Duck Buggy, Drop Bear, Phoenix, and Tyrant.
Yeah.
Peter, you have so many Pokemon.
It didn't give me the option to name the Tyrant.
Oh.
Because he was
What?
a fossil.
I got the chance to name Archeops.
Maybe it did give me the chance.
Archon.
Whoops. I'll get him to a name raider someday.
Just love that you just have a Venusaur on your team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
man.
casual.
Oh, the professor gave them to me.
I love it.
So,
Gave you a Venusaur just outright.
yeah, no. He gave me a Bulbasaur. And Bulbasaur has been slowly just poisoning people to death, which has been super fun. I taught him, listen to his lineup for a second, right? He's got Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, and now Petal Dance. But basically everything he has is just, I'm gonna sit here and wait until you die.
It's such an
You need one of
annoying.
those.
What? He's a stall. You can just...
Which one was an annoying move? Cam?
All of them.
All of those are annoying
Yes.
moves. No, it's completely what it is. And also, half the time, I just put him out there, set up Leech, and then put anyone else in.
I love a good Leech Seed. You guys.
Yeah.
Because I hate grass types.
I
There's
take that personally.
there's good reason for that. When I did that, when I was doing that Torterra in Gen 4, the ground, what I eventually decided would be a ground type gym leader challenge. Holy fuck. Grass types are the most annoying pieces of shit on the goddamn planet.
Yeah.
If I never fought another Roserade for my entire life, it would be too soon.
Roserades were the worst.
They're so annoying.
I was crying, like, on the inside when I was facing what's-her-face in the Eterna gym.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I don't remember her
Water
name, but
challenge.
terrible.
Gardenia?
Terrible.
Yeah. The rough.
At least Cam had the giant clock.
Yeah.
That's true.
Easier.
Easy.
I also had a fire.
You had what?
Also,
True.
speaking of different designs for gyms, Cam, how are you finding all the different designs in Black 2 compared to Black?
I think that they are a good way to show progression in the world. So, like, I like that Charon was just setting up his gym. And it was, even though it was like a straight walk through, like, I'm building this gym from like the ground up. So it was like walk through the 2 trainers and then get to him on like his platform. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And way better than the triplets.
Is that a Brock reference? Go through the 2 trainers and go up to Charon on his platform? Isn't that basically the...
That's like all the first gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it better than the first one. I really liked Roxy's gym, the underground rock club. That was really fun. Which was, again, like, I could have just walked straight up her, done battle. But, like... what was the 3rd gym? Berg. His challenge...
Get your revenge?
Well, I put in Pigmite.
What is Berg in Black White? I'm trying to remember.
Berg's gym.
Yeah.
The honey pulse.
The bug guy.
And at least in this one, it was way more exciting with the cocoon travels.
Okay.
Which is like an interesting way of doing teleporting. And then I steamrolled him with Flame Charge. Because screw Bird.
Would you guys like a sneak peek of my review of the Gen 6 gym puzzles? They
I'll
fucking
finish up
suck.
saying that Alessa's catwalk was amazing.
The catwalk? That sounds
really
cool.
I still got to do the roller coaster again.
Nice.
And then I did a catwalk. And then my face was up on the big screen, and then I got to walk back, and everyone cheered. It's the closest thing to, like, in Shield, Sword and Shield, it's the whole, like, stadium watching.
Yeah.
This is the closest thing that I think we've had.
Nice.
Yeah. And those are the 4. So, like, they've all been pretty straightforward so far. Like, I'm trying to remember the last gym where it was just, like, super challenging. It may have been the ice sliding one, where you had to, like, break through all of the snowballs. Like, these places.
That was the best puzzle
Yeah.
that I've seen in a long time. Unlike the really tricky, clever puzzle that I just had to do in my last Gen 6 gym, where I had to rollerblade up to 4 rollerbladers. And then the gym opened. Like, you had to rollerblade around and find the people who were rollerblading, and those were the trainers that you had to fight. And each person that you fought brought up another step, and then at the end you just walked across the steps. Just kidding, you had to rollerblade across the steps. I hate Gen 6 gyms. And the one before that, I literally had to climb. It was like, ooh, it's a rock climbing gym. And I was like, oh shit, it's a puzzle. Nope. You just walk up the rock climbing wall, and then you go over. And then you get on the next platform, and then you fight the person, and then you go up the next wall and go over.
So you're enjoying those gyms.
I'm having fun. I'm a Viscount now. There's a battle house where you can get a new nobility title by beating trainers of certain rank.
Fucking European-based games, dude.
I know. Yeah,
God damn it.
I'm so done with France at this point in the game. But when the professor comes back, I do his accent, and that makes me like it again.
Viscount or Viscount?
However you say it.
I thought it was a Vicomte or something like that.
Sure.
Oh.
You don't pronounce the T.
I'm probably not going to try to say that word on the air, but yeah, I'm a that thing.
I see. My bad.
But yes, so you can, like, there's this little house where the Battle Chateau, I think, which I think I maybe affectionately referred to several times as the Battle Chat. But they throw in some little fun things, and you, like, walk around. You at one point have to go get the Poke Flute and wake up a Snorlax, which I feel like I've done before.
Wow. That's a throwback.
That is a big old
Love
throwback.
it.
This time I had to... That was actually a rather interesting puzzle. Me and the girl who the game's trying to ship me with had to trap a dog in a maze so that we could bring him back to the owner, who then gave us the Poke Flute. We could bring the Poke Flute back to the guy who wanted the Snorlax out of the way.
So it's very interesting so far and has a bunch of callbacks to previous games.
It does, and it's like... It's pretty fun, but it's very easy. And I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I think what it needs is a little more of a plot component, and that is starting to happen because I just met Team Flare, who wants to have more fun than anyone else.
Flare.
And so, yeah. But, yeah, I've gotten to do, like, a lot of stuff so far, which is part of why I'm kind of, like, I feel like I'm going, like, this is a little easy, I'm going pretty fast, because, like, I already went to the cave and got the fossil, which turned into Tyrant. So now I have, what is he, he's a Dragon Dark type?
Wow.
Dragon
don't know
Rock
that,
type? Anyway,
Dragon.
I have a dragon on my team, and I just passed the 3rd gym.
Oh, right. It's Amara and Tyrant are the two.
Yeah.
The other one?
Amara?
You'll recognize this, the beautiful blue
You
fairy
will,
looking dinosaur.
because if you've been in the Crown Tundra on Pokemon Shield, there's Amaras fucking everywhere.
They're everywhere.
With the long necks.
Yes.
Yeah.
They look like tiny Brontosauri.
Got it. And I've seen Tyrant from everywhere.
Yeah.
As well.
They have that amazing ability where the normal types become ice type moves. Refrigerate.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
It's really cool.
Anyway, I kind of feel like the game is telling me just win already, and I'm like, sure. I'll get there. I did catch an Absol.
Hey.
I named it
that's right.
Salma the Second. Yeah.
My heart.
It took 2 tries.
That's right.
about
It
right.
did take a little bit.
Well, I didn't get
Absol's
the
actually
first
a
one.
tough cat.
I had to go back.
Sounds about right.
Yep. And I caught something else. I'm gonna have to go through my stream again, and well, I'll have to timestamp it anyway. Because I'm so dedicated to timestamping all of my videos. I've done like one in the past 3 months.
2 games.
Haven't timestamped anything.
Yeah.
I don't think I've timestamped since Diamond, you guys.
I think all I need to do is Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Whoops.
But, yeah. I also might just not get around to that ever, which...
I'm feeling generous. Maybe I'll go timestamp.
All of ours? Well, thank you.
Thank you
Very
so much.
generous.
then I can make the highlight reel for Gen 1 that I've been planning to do for 5 months. Yeah.
Looking back, so like during the course of this, I've been opening up tabs with all of the gyms from each of the 5 gens that we've done so far. And like, there are gyms that are definitely difficult, and there are gyms that are really cool and designed well, but then there's just a lot that kind of you don't remember.
Yeah.
Like what?
You remember Celadon Cities, the 4th gym, Gen 1?
I remember
Is
because
that the
I
fucking
was...
psychic gym?
No.
Because I was gonna say, then I do, yes.
That was the grass gym.
Grass
Erica
gym.
and her girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that because there's the old man outside who's like, I'm a peeping Tom.
This gym is full of women. It's great.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And you have to use cut all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that gym. like the challenge of getting to Misty, I remember.
I will say, the one in Gen 1, I think, maybe Gen 2, with the invisible walls, is sick.
That's like the only one that I really remember.
Yeah.
As being like, oh, this is a challenge. Like Giovanni, you have to battle through trainers. Cinnabar is the quiz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saffron is the psychic one, and that's with the teleporting.
Yeah.
Koga has the invisible walls. Celadon is all about using cut. Surge. You guys are familiar.
You
with that
remember
Pokemon.
Surge. We remember
Fucking
Surge.
Pam with the... God.
Click, click. Yeah. But like, Brock and Misty's gym are just like walk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick little introductions to the world of Pokemon.
Misty's gym, you couldn't avoid one of the swimmers.
Right.
Any of them.
Brock, is there a way to do that?
Oh, with Brock,
I think you can
might
dodge.
be confusing it with Roxanne's gym, but one of the two of them, you can avoid the trainers by walking around.
Rocks, because with Misty, it's just like a dock.
Yeah, just walk.
And Gen 1 also contains something really interesting that I don't think gets brought back until Gen 8, which is a gym that you don't have to challenge.
You mean the fighting dojo?
Yes.
Oh.
Because that essentially functions as an optional gym. Where I know you don't get a badge out of it, but you do get a TM and a Pokemon. I think.
You do. You get Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee.
Or Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
And
I
you,
don't know the TM though, but the Pokemon.
I don't know about the TM. I could be wrong about that. But you get a Pokemon out of it, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
In Gen 5, we get like a quasi situation where like Alessa first gym in Nimbasa, the one with the roller coaster, still exists as a building, and you do technically get an item at the end of running through everything.
Oh.
Did we?
But I think you do. Like a paralyzer
Well,
or
I
something.
thought I got to
very
the end.
minuscule.
I got to the end of that, and she was just like, "Oh, you just missed Alessa. She just went back."
There was something. I can't remember, but
Maybe.
But you do have like a gym building functioning as like the remains of the old.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the fighting gym was like, we used to be the gym until the psychics like kicked us out.
Mm.
But in Alessa's case, it's literally just she just remodeled to like a different building, so this building is obsolete.
She really volt switched over to the other building, huh?
Yo, Volt Switch is great when you use it.
Hate that move.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
None of my Pokemon can learn electric moves, except Volcarona could for some reason learn Wild Charge, and I was very
Amazing. Yo,
But it's a physical move, and Volcarona's a special guy, so
That's
I
annoying.
don't know.
Volcarona leveled up once, and you mentioned that because you flew through, but you're like, it just got 5 special.
+5 special in one level.
wow.
Oh yeah, his special was over 200 by the time the game was done.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like one of the highest I've ever heard for what we're
It's a
doing
shame.
here.
I barely used him because,
Yeah. It's bug.
It's crazy.
yeah, bug fire.
You had Flamethrower on someone else, too. You really
Thorough
didn't.
arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Pokemon Go, I have like 3 Arcanines, and they all know Wild Charge.
Jesus.
So you can't, because you can't just water Pokemon your way through them. Because they have Wild Charge as the second move. So I just leave them in gyms to be really annoying.
Very strategic.
They're rated like AA defenders.
I use Arcanines all the time. I think I have something very similar, like either like a Thunder Fang or Wild Charge on mine. Yeah.
I think it's a fire like a fire fast attack, and a Wild Charge attack.
Yeah.
Such
That's,
troll.
I think that's
So
what
you
mine
just
have.
Yeah, and people are like, sweet, I'll use my Gyarados. And you're like, nope.
Nope. You can't.
So, yeah.
How about you throw in a Groudon against a fire type?
Sure.
Because we all have those, right?
The waters are much more common.
I have a Groudon now. It's lucky.
I'm looking
What's
at what my
lucky?
Arcanines have. They all have Fire Blast. Nope, that's not true. I have one that knows electric moves.
Very nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a worthy investment. Amazing.
It's a shiny one, so it's yellow, so it makes sense for it to know electric moves.
Oh my god, that's... How many shinies do you guys have?
Cam
I have
has a
like
lot.
2.
I'm pretty sure Cam had the Gen 1 Dex in shinies.
What?
I have the Lucky.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You had the Lucky Gen 1 Dex. Which I don't even understand totally what Lucky is.
What is lucky?
When you trade with someone, it has a chance to go Lucky, and then when you level it up, it uses half the Stardust.
Oh. That's actually
the
pretty cool.
pro of Lucky.
That's really cute of them
Yeah.
to do that.
I have 507 shinies.
Again, I have like 2.
Where's the
Aww.
Fire, Fang, and Wild.
Wild Charge, there it is.
Fire Fang and Wild Charge?
Now I'm gonna go find mine. It's probably the same as yours, Peter, like the exact same.
I have 2 Arcanines over 2,700. Those are the ones I leave in gyms.
I don't use Arcanine.
I have a couple 25s and 123 that I use as backups.
Yep, it's a Fire Fang and Wild Charge Arcanine.
Oh?
That's what I got.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a solid Arcanine, too. 2659?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I need to heal the baby. I just used it in a rocket.
Also, shout out to Gibble Day.
Oh, that
Shout
was
out to
great.
Gibble.
Yeah. Holy
Oh my god! 44?
Oh, that's 100% IVs?
It's 100% IV level 50 with the special move and... the
That's
direct
nice. I'm checking mine.
move. Pride and joy of Gibble Day.
My god, Cam.
You
That's
have
insane.
2,000 Gibble candies? Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Well, Gibble Day. I used all my pineapples.
Oh, nice. I actually, Cam, I got pretty good use out of the Pokemon Go Plus and just catching with Pinapps for most of the day. I got 4 Garchomps. One of them is shiny.
Just
Oh,
candy amount.
Perfect.
Six-
Eevee. Jesus. Cam.
700 Eevee candy.
I love Eevee. Eevee's fantastic.
Oh my god, you guys. This
Yeah,
is
if we
Yeah.
if we
I
have
got
any
you.
regular stream viewers, please cyberbully Cam into. No, he already doesn't play this game that much. He's
Oh my
cut back.
God.
I have. There
I
was
don't believe it for a second.
no. There was. a
I
time
believe
where
it.
Where it was way more like Gibble Day. Just now, I was like, oh, Gibble Day. That's great. That's like the most that I've played in like months.
Wow.
There was a
There's a
dark period in there.
Pokemon Go. Yeah. Anyway, back to all of the gems. I'm gonna say that Diamond, Pearl, Platinum probably have the best combination of gems.
That's probably true. I make a
Some of
face,
them
but
are a
that's
little
probably
more
true.
straightforward, but like,
Because that was the one with the cool ice gem, right?
Yeah.
that was one of the cool ice gem that also had Crasher Wake and pressing the buttons to raise the water levels.
Yeah.
It had the electric gem at the end where you had to like spin all the gears to find the right path.
It's very cool.
That was a pretty cool one, because that was also the one where you had to go all the way back to the start, right? The electric
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Melenes, you had to punch all of... Well, I guess in Platinum they were different. But you had to punch all of the punching bags to knock over all of the tires.
Yeah, that was yours. We
Yeah.
had like a pushing wall bit.
Yes, that was the fighting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good, I thought, because you had to like move the little like curtain walls in front of the people, and that one I actually had to think about a little bit and like figure out what to push where, and that was pretty good.
A lot of retracing steps in that one.
Definitely. What were the Gen 3 gyms like?
3?
Oh
Gen
boy,
3?
let's go through those.
Because I do remember the
Well.
twins was rough.
And yours was different from ours, I think.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
had to
you-
do all this stuff with like currents and picking the right, like the right current to go in.
So you had Rustboro, which was Rock, with Roxanne, and that was the trainer school.
Yeah, it was very basic, just kind of walk through.
Oh,
Walk
okay.
through.
Yeah.
Dewford was Brawly and his fighting types, and as you beat people along the way, the path became more illuminated.
Not supposed to say Brawly around Sirmina.
Sorry, bro.
I don't want to ever talk about Brawley again.
I remember the light getting bigger. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah. We had Watson and Mauville for the electric type, and that was what, turning the switches again?
Electric
It was an easier
types-
switch challenge.
I feel like are
Much easier.
consistently good puzzles. They're
That one felt like just walking through.
that one was on the easier side.
Lava Ridge and Flannery, that was...
Oh,
dropping
you had to
down
like
or
drop.
using the heat to push you back up.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Norman's gym, picking a path,
Yes.
just slacking, just in general.
Yep.
Fortree City and Winona. And
Sirmina, that face.
Oh.
yeah, the two that we never speak of. But hers was the
The
turn the turnstiles.
yeah,
Yeah.
which were
Well,
deceptively, they looked really easy, and they weren't that hard, but they were a little harder than they looked.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Moss Deep was the twins, and you had to figure out what the like conveyor belts, the currents, to like travel to which place. And then Satopolis was walking on
puzzle.
the ice puzzle, walking on the path so that you only step on each piece once.
And that was a pretty good ice puzzle.
was a great
Not
ice
the
puzzle.
best
I love
ice
those.
puzzle, because I do think the Gen 4 ice puzzle is the best ice puzzle we've ever seen.
I agree.
But I
Good
thought
job.
that Satopolis was like a pretty good one. And it asked you
It was
to do
good.
like a very different thing than anything we'd really seen before.
They
The
also
ice
put
puzzle-
the Gen 2 ice puzzle to the dust. It was just like, Gen 2's puzzle was just like walking around.
I was just about to say,
Gen 2
Oh.
did give us an ice puzzle. I didn't care for it, but it did give us an ice puzzle.
Gen
They gave
2's.
us a gym and a cave.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the ice cave.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 2's puzzles weren't fantastic.
Okay, one major exception, because I loved this. The one where you have to walk along the path of the people's eyes.
Oh, the ghost gym, Morty.
I thought that was kind of a cool way to be like, hey, we don't have a lot of good graphics on this, but here is something that is literally a visual puzzle that is kind of cool once you figure it out.
I
Not
did a good job with that one.
not
This is
hard,
cool.
not really a challenge, but a nice little riddle.
Yeah, a lot of them weren't challenging per se. Like Olivine, you help Jasmine at the lighthouse, and then you walk up.
Oh.
to the
Oh, the tile set. Oh, just remember the
oh
lighthouse.
yeah, the lighthouse.
Oh,
The
gross.
colors.
I just remembered after looking at this Cyan Wood's fighting gym, where you walk up to him, and then he's like, "Do you see this boulder next to me? Punch!" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then you battle him. Totally forgot about that.
And then you go outside, and his wife's like, I hope you beat him. He needs to be knocked down a few pegs. You're like, what?
Claire's gym where you push the boulders from the top floor so you can walk across the lava.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about Claire.
Oh, she's such a pivotal character.
Isn't it really fun when you get done with Claire's puzzle and then you go fight her and she's like, nope.
You have to go into the dragon cave.
Yep.
Dragon's Den.
Go to the stupid dragon cave and get the stupid dragon fang.
And, like, nothing happened in that cave,
No.
right? There were, like, no encounters at all.
In Gold and Silver, I think that's the situation, but in Crystal, they did revamp the Dragon's Den. 'Cause
Good.
There were trainers in there, and you actually do a little questionnaire, and it depending on how you answer, will give you a standard Dratini or an extreme speed Dratini.
Wow.
So you get that plus the like Dragon Fang and the gym badge and TM. In Crystal,
Yeah.
they beefed it up.
Crystal is way better.
They did.
Yeah, there was Faulkner's flying type gym.
Or you just walk up, yeah.
You walk up, you get your ass kicked, you restart the game, you walk up.
Yeah, repeat. Bugsy's bug type gym.
There
Also
was also
kind
a
of
normal type gym in
I don't
Gen
want to
2.
talk about it.
That's what I saved for last.
I don't remember her name. What is her name?
Whitney.
Whitney.
You actually not remember?
I did not remember.
Well,
All I remember about that gym is fucking Miltank.
Yeah.
roll out, attract, stomp, and milk drink.
God.
The worst.
Ugh.
In the world. A good, great moveset competitively, but God, the worst to face.
So annoying. So
Terrible.
annoying.
I actually have rollout on Embor right now
I
Yeah.
hate you.
because it's fantastic for
Wait,
flying.
why do you have rollout on Embor?
Because when people throw in flying types against my fighting type,
Got
I'll
it.
use rollout. In the same way as like, oh, fighting type gym, put in a bird. It knows a rock move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What are those called? Is that a coverage move?
is there a name for
Something like
that?
that.
I think so. I've been reading some strategy guides on Reddit. Reddit community is very angry about a lot of things with respect to Pokemon, but I think there's like cover moves or coverage moves.
If you type in like coverage move Pokemon, like you do, you know. I don't think that there's a particular name for it.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Pokemon
Anyway.
attack type coverage. If I say fire fighting. Oh wow.
What does that do?
There's no moves that have no effect. There's 66 moves that are effective. Is this move? Yeah, 515 moves that are normal effective, and then 464 moves that are super effective against a fire fighting type.
Wow.
So if we say something
Neat.
like Dark Fairy,
Well, like Grimmsnarl?
Mhm.
0 moves with no effect, 6 moves that are not very effective, 710 normal effectiveness, and 329 super effective.
That's pretty interesting.
I guess if you put in something like Steel Ground, there are going to be moves that are no effect.
So that would be Steelix.
Oh, it's Pokemon.
Yeah,
Steel Ground, yeah.
Isn't it all
Shedinja
Pokemon?
has no effect on a Steel Ground type.
Shedinja has no effect? Specifically Shedinja?
Specifically, it's not moves that are effective,
Oh.
it's Pokemon that are effective.
Oh.
So, Shedinja, wait.
There's
Let's.
a whole thing about this, you guys.
This
Wow.
is intense. If a Pokemon has one normal attack and one fighting attack, you might be able to cover a few. Oh. Wait. What's this for?
Apparently next week we're going to talk about just this website. Because we need some time to unpack it.
It lets you select types corresponding to the attacking moves you've taught or plan to teach a Pokemon. It then tells you how effective those moves. Oh, wait. So let's put in fire, fighting. Oh, I can select 4 types. I can select 5 types, 6 types. Okay,
That doesn't really make sense.
So let's say you have a water type. Let's say, like a water, an electric, a grass, and an ice move. Because that's like water type. Do that, right?
Maybe not grass, but sure.
It can't learn like solar beam or something? No, maybe not. Let's put in
A fish?
water like ice. It has no effect on Shedinja. It's not very effective against no one.
But that's because Shedinja is the one that Wonder Guard, right?
Yeah.
So what it's kind of saying, like, if you want to take this moveset into this battle against this Pokemon, like, here's the move you'd need to teach it to give it something that could affect that. That's kind of cool.
You can now select more than 4 types, which is useful for testing coverage for 2 or more Pokemon.
So you could put in, like, all the Pokemon's moves on your whole team and figure out what you need to add to that to make sure you have coverage for any type.
If your Pokemon has 1 normal attack and 1 fighting, you might cover a few Pokemon, but you would have nothing that can hit ghost types. Add a dark type move, and then you cover more.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. This seems a lot more difficult than it's worth.
Yeah. I've been super into dark type moves recently because of the effectiveness on Psychic and Ghost, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I kept Zoroark on the team.
Yeah.
Am I planning on holding it? I am planning. I'm going to do what you did and pick up Gulabi Mandibuzz
Nice.
on Thursday.
Nice.
Very nice.
Dark types are great.
Yeah.
I
They're very
ran
good.
into Zoroark in Lost Lorn Forest, and then it ran away. I think it's like some plot type thing.
Yeah,
Because I
just
didn't
like
have a
random
chance
plot.
to do anything.
Oh,
Because
got
it
it.
talked to me first, pretending to be a backpacker.
Weird.
Yeah, it's something I did off stream, so like it's not
Yeah.
something that has been seen until.
Well, I did it off stream.
Apparently, I'm eventually going to be offered the chance to catch a Lucario coming up.
Oh. Worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it.
I have to go to the top of the Tower of Mastery. But
Sounds like the place that you'd find Lucario.
I've been fighting the woman in the roller skating gym. The gym leader there has 2 Lucario, and apparently one of them really likes me. So,
That's cute.
You can
yeah.
have
Noah
one.
says I'll be able to get the Lucario.
That's cool.
So I'm like, okay.
I was looking up like locations of where to get some of these things, and someone's like, "This is my team going into this, and it has this Lucario." Because who doesn't have a Lucario on their team? It's like, I mean, fair, but like, still.
If I wasn't doing like a for myself personally Gen 5 challenge only, like I ran into a Riolu immediately in White 2, right? It was like a level 8 or something, just in that farm that you run into.
Yeah.
How easy it would have been.
Yeah.
You said Gen 5. I thought back to the wind farm in Gen 4. The Windmill Valley Windworks. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That thing.
That they come back to at the end when the sky turns funny colors.
Because it was such an important part of the plot at the beginning.
It kind of was. Didn't we fight Commander or someone or other there?
We did.
Yeah,
I don't
somebody with a
think-
Parugly.
You had to do all kinds of stuff there because you had to go to the door and then the door was locked and then you had to go back and get the key.
Yeah. God, I forgot about the Parugly.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Parugly, and maybe, is it also Skuntank that it has or no?
Stunky maybe. I don't think it was a full Skuntank.
Yeah. God, the freaking.
There are certain Pokemon, like you were talking about Whitney's Miltank, there are certain Pokemon from trainers and leaders, and it's just like,
You just have a visceral reaction to now.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. For a lot of people in Gen 4, it is Cynthia and basically anybody on her team.
Garchomp.
Yeah, like Garchomp.
Who was Lucario?
And her Lucario.
Honestly, anytime what's its name comes out, melodic.
Yeah.
After Gen 3, I'm like,
That's twice we've seen a champion use a melodic.
Yes. Because Cynthia has a melodic, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that melodic is raw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I liked in Gen 3, and I was
You
messed.
had a champion, though.
What'd you say?
You had Wallace as your champion.
Who also had melodic. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
They all have
Rainbow.
melodic.
Steven didn't have a melodic.
Oh, Steven didn't have melodic?
Steven
No.
has steel pipes.
Oh, look at you guys. Lucky you. You didn't have to.
Look, I didn't even... Okay, what do you mean lucky us? Remember, I didn't even get to Steven. And I would have faltered because I was an all-grass team. So,
And you probably can't teach any of your flowers flamethrower.
I don't think I could have. No.
I don't think so.
I don't think
No.
that would.
You can teach them a ground move, though, probably. Somebody's got to be able to learn a ground move.
You might have been able to teach someone Will-O-Wisp.
Can't.
Mm.
But burns.
Sunny day.
Burns are not super effective against steel types.
No, it just cuts a tie.
And damages them every turn. But it doesn't
Yeah.
damage them more if they're steel versus... That's the only thing I don't love about, like, Leech Seed is you use it and it's like, okay, no matter who the other Pokemon is, it's only going to do this much health. Doesn't matter if you use it on a water type, you're still getting that much health back. That's why I like
Yeah.
Giga Drain. Because Giga Drain can be super effective. You
I
slurp
went
up
through
the
a
health.
good portion of White too, thinking that the big root actually made Leech Seed pull more health for Serveria.
Oh no. What does Big Root do?
I think it's only for like moves like Giga Drain
Damn.
that are like actively
That
sapping
sucks.
health as opposed to passively sapping health like a Leech Seed.
I did use the Big Root in, I think when I had Torterra. I think I used the Big Root. If that's the right gen. If not, I probably used it in Gen 5. No, I think I had it in Gen 4.
Eventually, I swapped it out for a Dragon Fang on Serveria so that he could get a little boost on Dragon Tail.
Aw, yeah.
Heck yeah.
He
He's
can
the
learn
only one that
Dragon
can
Tail?
learn Dragon Tail, yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
Alright. So if you guys are okay, I'm going to start wrapping for the evening.
Okay.
But congrats to Sirmina again on beating Pokemon White 2.
Thank you.
Very exciting. That means that we officially have 2 people in Gen 6, which is great. I'm not the only one who gets to run diagonally now.
I know, I'm so
So weird.
And also, I realized if you run diagonally through the tall grass, like you don't hit all the grass. You only hit half as many grasses. Kind of cool. I think. I don't know how the game does that, but I feel like I'm hitting less tall grass.
Therefore,
So you've got some awesome... Whenever we get to our streams this week, I think I'm probably going to do Tuesday morning, Friday morning. Not sure about y'all. But you'll get a great lineup because you've got Pokemon X, you've got Pokemon Y, and you've got Pokemon Black too. So, good stuff.
Heck yeah. I'm super hyped to have the experience share for all now.
Yeah, well... Yeah. It makes it makes leveling up together easier.
Yeah,
That it does. That it does.
it does.
Which is probably good. I guess
Yeah.
I needed to start doing that.
it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having your team all at the same levels is very helpful.
So then you don't get to the point where it's like, oh, all my strong Pokemon are fainted.
Mm-hmm.
You
Now-
can't faint my Snorlax. My Snorlax had so much health.
Teach it sleep. No, it's teach it rest and what is it? Sleep talk or snore?
Either. One of them
Rest,
allows you to use
Sleep
another
talk,
move on one.
Hyper Beam. Good to go.
Yeah. And then give it some like throwaway move, like well not throwaway, but some like curveball, like a
Headbutt.
give it like a toxic, you know,
Headbutt.
or like a shadow ball.
Toxic. That would be so obnoxious.
There's a move that, what is it? Venoshock? That if the
Oh,
target is poisoned, it does double damage.
Yep.
Yes. Toxic and Venoshock together.
I'm about to learn acrobatics on Fletchinder,
Yeah.
which if the user is not holding an item, it does double damage. Which makes it
It's great,
110 power, which is insane.
That was the best move that I had on Archeops.
Yeah,
Was acrobatics.
it's crazy.
it's such a good move.
Alright, y'all. Well, we'll be back next Sunday, the 20th of June, with some updates on how things have gone in the last week of Gen 5, Gen 6. But until then, I think we'll bid you all, since I'm playing the French game, adieu.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Ciao.
See you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.